Anyways, TED Talk.
TED Talk, yeah.
Mr. TED Talk, man. How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's weird that it's done.
Yeah, and it's out as well.
Yeah, and it's got lots of views and good feedback, and it's much nicer being on this side of it than the other side of it. The side that was in the preparation side and the lead up to doing it. That side was stressful. Then doing it was like white light, no consciousness. It just happened, and then afterwards it was just relief.
Yeah.
And it's done. And now it's something to be kind of happy with, rather than something was at the time very like, I have to get this right. You don't do this twice kind of thing. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, I think. Yeah, I was pretty content.
You did a good job.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Sure.
So, sometimes it's like, I don't know about you, but maybe doing a TED Talk was like on your like goals list, right? Then the opportunity comes and you're like, okay, I'm taking it. What was that feeling like until you walked off stage? Was it?
It was a lot. I think it was one of those things that you'd say, oh, I want to do that. That would be a great achievement. But then when it's actually in front of you, it's big.
It's massive.
It's huge. And like, you don't even know what to think you'd do afterwards. I never had thought that far. But then when it was in front of me, I was just like, oh. And then it kind of hit me I never thought I wanted to do a bad TED Talk. I wanted to do a good one, like one that was well put together and well structured. But the moment I got that opportunity, that was what went through my head. That moment was, I have to nail this. If I don't nail this, I'm going to regret that forever and ever and ever. And I think I did fine. But every moment from the moment I found out it was happening to the moment it actually happened, high stress. And it was the only thing I could think about. I was like not going anywhere. I was just rehearsing, writing, fixing. But then it happened. And it was just this overwhelming like relief. Just huge sense of, even afterwards, I was just like, that wasn't bad. Whether it was good or not, I didn't know. Because I hadn't gotten to listen to it. I wasn't even conscious when I was doing it. I was just like, but I know it wasn't bad. I didn't stumble. I didn't lose myself. I didn't forget to say anything. But afterwards, it was just so much relief.
Yeah.
Which would then, now I'm a little bit like, what the hell do I do next?
I know.
It's like, what? And which is such a human feeling. Like, you're always like,
you got to that step. What's
the next
What's
step?
next? Are you going to write a book?
Huh?
Are you going to write a book?
I'm trying to write a thesis first.
Maybe publish that thesis.
Maybe, yeah. Like I'd be publishing papers with my research and stuff. But a book, I guess. But it's weird, isn't it? It's that step, and it's not something I never thought beyond that. I was like, I'd be gas. Like when I was doing like the Fame Lab, the science communication competitions and stuff, I'd be like, geez, TED Talk, that would be it. That'd be cool. Never thought beyond it. And I've barely had time to process it, to think beyond it. I suppose a book, but I'm not a writer. I'm a speaker.
There's ghostwriting.
Ghostwriting. That'd be great.
Whoopsies.
Save me so much hassle.
Yeah, I think the concept of a book is so cool. Now, did you have any mentors or anyone helping you throughout the process when it came to the TED Talk?
For the TED Talk? Not particularly. I'm very much so a bit on my own with the science communication. Like, I work with people, but I don't have anyone pointing me in the right direction and telling me to go for anything. Like, I'd have people I look up to hugely, alive and dead, just like people who are just in the stars and skies as far as like communicating science in like a romantic way and like
storytelling.
Yeah, and pulling the humanity out of facts and why something matters as opposed to anything else. But as someone who actually mentored me, not really. No one, like I'd be running scripts past friends and past people just to kind of be like, is there anything really bad in here? Is there anything, am I misspeaking at any point? Because it's so important, especially when talking about women's health and inclusion, that I can't really stumble. Because if I stumble over something small, people will hook onto it and it'll unravel the whole thing. And that's something that has to be really kept in mind. It's definitely a lesson learned off TikTok. One word gone and latched.
Yeah.
And your whole point in communication will be unraveled from that point because it's a distraction. So it was definitely something I was very conscious of, and you need another pair of ears to get that. But as far as a mentor, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
find that really interesting. Like, I keep trying to observe. Right now, I'm going through a phase, right, where I'm observing like the way Western Europe functions and the way America functions. And the concept of communication opportunities, just like moving forward. And sometimes I go like, oh, I feel like Europe is interesting because like there's so much that can be done. But then when it comes to commercialization or something, it's like we don't have not even that hand to hold, because I'm not saying that we need our hands held, but we're really figuring this stuff out as we go. And it's kind of like our generation.
Yeah.
Versus I think like in America, now I wouldn't be sure, but I do think that in America they kind of got it, you know? It can help you out a little bit. So yeah, that's why I asked about the mentors and all that.